For many years, society has quietly repeated a lie to older adults. A lie that sounds gentle, even caring, but is deeply limiting. The lie is this: learning is for the young. After a certain age, your brain slows down and change becomes difficult. If you've ever felt that way, if you've ever thought, "I'm too old to start something new," today's video is for you. Because modern science tells a very different story. A hopeful story. A powerful one. And it begins with a simple truth. Your brain is not done yet. In fact, your brain is far more capable now than you've been led to believe. Neuroscience has discovered something extraordinary over the last 2 decades. Something that completely changes how we understand aging. It's called neuroplasticity. This word may sound technical, but its meaning is beautiful. Neuroplasticity means that your brain can continue to grow, adapt, and form new connections at any age. Even after 60, even after 70, even after 80. Your brain is not fixed like stone. It is living, flexible, and responsive to how you use it. When you learn a new skill, whether it's painting, gardening, using a smartphone, learning a language, or even dancing, your brain physically changes. New neural pathways form. Existing ones strengthen. And here's what is surprising. Studies show that older adults often learn more deeply than younger people. Why? Because you bring patience, life experience, emotional intelligence, and focus that younger minds are still developing. Many seniors believe memory loss is inevitable with age. But research shows that what declines is not intelligence, it's unused pathways. Think of your brain like a garden. If certain paths are no longer walked, weeds grow. But the moment you start walking those paths again, learning, practicing, challenging yourself, the garden begins to clear. Growth returns. One major study from Harvard found that seniors who actively learned new skills, such as photography, music, or digital tools, showed significant improvements in memory, attention, and problem solving within just a few months. Their brains lit up in scans almost the same way younger brains did. This wasn't motivation or imagination. It was visible, measurable change. So why does learning feel harder now than when you were young? The answer is not ability. It's fear. Fear of failure. Fear of embarrassment. Fear of being judged. As children, we learn by making mistakes freely. As adults, especially older adults, we become cautious. We want to get it right. But the brain doesn't grow by being right. It grows by trying. Science shows that mistakes are not failures. They are signals that tell the brain where to grow. Each time you struggle, your brain releases chemicals that strengthen learning. This means that feeling confused or slow is not a sign of decline. It's a sign that learning is happening. Another powerful advantage you have after 60 is emotional regulation. Younger learners may be faster, but older learners are steadier. You're less distracted. You're more purposeful. You learn for meaning, not pressure. This leads to stronger, longer-lasting skills. Let's talk about motivation. When seniors learn something new, the brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, associated with joy, curiosity, and reward. This isn't just pleasant. It's protective. Dopamine supports memory, reduces depression, and even helps slow cognitive decline. Learning becomes medicine. In fact, studies from the National Institute on Aging show that seniors who regularly engage in learning activities have a lower risk of dementia, better emotional health, and a stronger sense of purpose. Purpose is critical. Retirement often removes structure, but learning replaces it with direction. Now here's something most people don't realize. Learning after 60 doesn't require hours of study. The brain responds best to small, consistent challenges. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day of focused learning can create measurable brain changes. Consistency matters more than intensity. Another myth is that technology is too complicated for seniors. But technology is simply another language, and languages can be learned at any age. Seniors who learn basic digital skills report increased independence, confidence, and connection with family. Learning how to send messages, explore interests online, or even create content can reopen the world. And here's a beautiful truth. Your life experience makes learning richer. When you learn something new now, you don't start from zero. You connect it to decades of wisdom, stories, and understanding. That depth cannot be taught, it's earned. Let's talk about the emotional side of learning. Many seniors carry quiet doubts. What if I'm not smart enough anymore? Science answers clearly. Intelligence does not disappear with age. It transforms. Crystallized intelligence, wisdom, insight, pattern recognition peaks later in life. This is why older adults often excel at strategy, teaching, mentoring, and creative expression. Learning also heals loneliness. Group classes, shared hobbies, or even online communities stimulate social connection, which is one of the strongest predictors of long life. The brain thrives in connection. So how do you begin? Start with curiosity, not pressure. Choose something that excites you, even slightly. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. Celebrate effort, not speed. Remember, the brain loves novelty, but it grows through repetition. Every time you choose to learn instead of withdraw, you send a powerful message to your brain. I am still growing. And your brain listens. Age is not a wall, it's a doorway. On the other side is creativity, confidence, and continued growth. Your inner genius has been waiting patiently, not fading, not leaving, but waiting for your attention. So if you're over 60 and wondering if it's too late, science answers clearly, it's not too late. It's the perfect time. Thank you for spending these moments with us. If this message inspired you, encouraged you, or reminded you of your strength, please don't forget to subscribe to Senior Wisdom Daily, where we honor experience, growth, and lifelong learning one day at a time.